Peace. This is Queen C, Artistic Domestician at WordPress.com, and this video is my top 10 reasons as to why I choose to have home births and why I love having home birth. So this is my 5th baby. My first 2 were at the hospital. 2 experiences that I don't want to have again because I don't like hospitals, and I just don't like the way the whole process is. The first one, because it was my first, family really wanted me to make sure I had the baby at the hospital just in case anything happened. My second one, by the time I went to go get my midwife, I was a little bit too far along in order to book a midwife, so I kind of didn't jump the gun as fast as I should have. Learned from that mistake. Third child came, got my midwife as soon as I found out, had him at home. My first water birth was absolutely amazing. My 4th child, had her at home, water birth as well, with my awesome midwives. So every experience that I had was different, and they were all, different experiences. They all came into the world in their own way, and I wouldn't change any of the experiences that I had. But for the 5th one, definitely at home, definitely a water birth, because it's what I love. So these are my top 10 reasons as to why I love home births and having my babies at home. Number 10, midwife life, doula life. What is more greater than having a midwife? It's personal. They take care of you. They care about you. And the whole experience, they just make it so intimate, and they know all your needs. And if you're lucky, maybe you may have a doula as well. I personally just had midwives. I love all the midwives that I had, and that's my number 10. I love midwives. Midwives all over the world. I want to say peace, and you guys do amazing jobs bringing babies into the world. And you make it so much greater for us moms who are going through our own different experiences throughout our pregnancy, during our labor and delivery, and even after. So peace and love to all the midwives. Number 9, you have a choice of a water birth. If you've never had a water birth, if you're a first-time mom, or if you plan on having other kids, I would suggest having a water birth. You can't do it in the hospital unless you live in a country or a state that has those facilities. And where I'm from here in Canada, they don't have those facilities, and I get to do it in the comfort of my own home. I love having a water birth. And on top of that, you can birth in whatever position you want, wherever you want, and you're not limited to their 4 white walls and being stirrup to a bed. There's no point in that. There's absolutely no point. So yeah, birthing whatever position, however you want. That is number 9 for me. Those options of how you want to birth. And water birth is number 1 for me. Number 8, you can have who you want there at your delivery. You can have how many people you want. You can have your whole family if you want. You can have your neighborhood if you want. The fact is, you get to choose who you want there. No one can restrict you on who you can have in the room with you, who's going to be there. And I can't stand that about hospitals. I understand, yes, for security and safety reasons or whatever, but you're at the comfort of your own home, and all your family's around you, and it's just your babies being welcomed into this world with just love surrounding them in abundance. And you don't have to pick and choose who has to wait in the waiting room and who gets to be in the room. So that's my number 8. This brings me to number 7. The baby can have their family and siblings around them during the delivery, the mom during the delivery, the dad. And when the child comes into the world, siblings are right there, family is right there. And so it kind of coincides with number 8, but having your family and siblings and the baby's siblings right there with them, it's a great experience. Doesn't mean necessarily the siblings have to be in the room while you're delivering, but I'm saying once the child is born, if you choose to have them there while you're delivering, that's cool. If you choose not to, that's cool. But the fact is, once the baby's born, all their siblings are there, if they have any siblings, and all your family's there. Number 6, the father can be more involved. I think that fathers are are allowed to be involved, but I feel like there's so many restrictions on fathers in the hospitals for them to be involved in the birthing process. And they can be way more involved and way more hands-on when they have home deliveries. Number 5, you don't have to leave the house. You don't have to worry about packing an overnight bag. You don't have to worry about parking. You can be in your one comfort zone throughout your whole pre-labor, during labor, delivery, and after, and you do not need to leave the comfort of your surroundings. And you don't have to pay for parking, because parking is a BI. And you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about rushing and trying to, oh my gosh, getting in the hospital before the baby comes out or whatever. You don't have to worry about that. So that's nothing. You do not need to leave your humble abode. Number 4, you can, in your own toilet, you can shower in your own shower, you can bathe in your own bath. You do not need to be, again, limited in how you want to prepare your body and de-stress for this delivery. And there's nothing more comfortable. Everybody knows that when you go out and you're out all day, you hold it till you get to your own toilet. There's nothing like sitting on your own toilet. And there's nothing like standing in your own shower, and there's nothing like soaking in your own tub. So for that, that's my number 4. Number 3, you can eat what you want before, during, after delivery. You don't have to worry about eating cafeteria food or them telling you that you can only drink Earl Grey tea. Yes, I mean, remember being told that with my first delivery, I could only drink tea. Like, are you kidding me? As my family's coming in with ackee and saltfish and fried dumpling and rice and peas and all that, and I'm sitting there drinking Earl Grey tea, or their dry up sandwiches that have been sitting there for how long? No, you can have whatever you want, your own food. Especially culturally, I think that's important. I want to be naming my own food, the stuff that I like to eat, and you have the ability to do that. And now they're saying, you know, oh, actually, you know what, yeah, during your pre-labor, yeah, you actually can eat and whatnot. Good, well, if I can do that, then I want to be eating my own food. I don't want to be eating your nasty food that's been sitting in the cafeteria for how long. And I got to pay for it on top of that. My number 2 is really important, and for all women who've been through delivery, labor and delivery, they know that there's nothing worse than when you're overheated, exhausted, going through contractions, pain, uncomfortable, and you got to be fully clothed. You want to be able to strip down if you feel to. Being able to strip down if you want to strip down is vital and important. You're hot, you're uncomfortable, you're in pain, you're trying all these positions to get this baby out through your vagina canal. You do not want to be bogged down by clothing or their nasty smelling robes in the hospital. You want to be able to just be naked, wear just a tank top, wear a sports bra, whatever you feel comfortable in is what you want to do. And when it gets to a point where you just want to, there's a point where you just want to tear off everything and just throw it and hurl it and just get the baby out. In a hospital room, you can't do that. And people look at you like you're mad. But for all those women who know, you want to be able to be in whatever position you want and however comfortable you feel, or whatever you're wearing, or whatever feels right for you. And especially for me, doing a water birth, like obviously I'm not going to be, you know, in like a robe. But if you feel the need to do that, you have the option to do that. We should be able to do that. And we can't do that in a hospital. So I feel like when you're at home, you know, just like those long days after work when you want to just fling off your bra or you just want to burn your bra. I don't know about you, but during my pregnancy, bras were sin. Okay? They were horrible, and I never wore it unless I really had to, because there's absolutely no need for me to be confining my breasts in a damn bra that is squishing them. I'm already hot enough. I'm going to stop ranting about bras, because bras were just sin. That's all I have to say about them. And that's how I feel about clothes during labor and delivery. Be as comfortable as you want to be, and you can do that in your home. The number one thing about having babies at home: you birth where you want, how you want, what positions you want, and you can walk around, you can do the stairs, you can be walking, getting the labor going by walking your block, you can be on your porch. You could be like, I don't mean on your porch delivering, I mean like just getting some air, or again, you're not confined to hallways, walking up and down hallways with if you have to have an IV thing or whatever. But there's nothing, I'm sorry, but walking up and down that blasted hallway with my first son, holding that thing, that pole, and going through all those contractions, and it's like, I don't know, is it like a tunnel vision type of thing? It's just creepy. I don't like it. But here, you can be on all fours, you can be on your bed. You don't want to go on your bed, you want to go in the tub, go in the tub for a bit. You don't feel like doing that anymore. You want to walk in your hallway, you want to lie down on the floor, you can do that. That is the number one thing. You can birth however you want, wherever you want, in whatever positions, and no one is going to tell you how you're going to bring your baby into the world. And that is my number one thing about birthing at home. There's no rules. There are no rules for you unless it's in regards to your safety. Obviously, your midwife will let you know all that. But from you have your midwife there and you're at home and you're in the comfort of family and friends and you're in your own space, there's no rules as to how someone should give birth. Birthing has no rules. There's only one rule. The baby comes out your vagina. That's the only thing you can't change unless you have a cesarean. But other than that, home birthing is a thing for me. If you love home birthing as much as I do, leave comments below. Let me know what your experience was like. I hope it was as wonderful as my experiences, and I'm really looking forward to having my 5th baby at home. So for all of you new moms out there, congratulations. For those of you who are about to have baby, congratulations. And just for all the moms around the world, I want to say peace and wonderful things for you, for bringing so many wonderful blessings into the world. And also, can't forget to big up the dads, all those dads who are there beside their women who are birthing. So important, being that supportive role, listening to them, hearing their emotions, and just tending to them as best they can. We know there's only so much you can do, but for what you do, I'm sure they are truly grateful. And I'm grateful for my husband for what he does for me during my pregnancy and my delivery. So I'm really excited. So maybe the next video you see, I'll already have our little king, but he's due any day now, 38 weeks. So now I'm just waiting and waiting. So talk to you soon. This is Queen C, Artistic Domestician. Catch me at WordPress.com, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.